And then Ian was like, oh, don't look at that. That's inaccurate because Ticketmaster does tricky things. Then I actually showing you what tickets.
So what he means by that is that iDubbbz told him, hey, don't look at Ticketmaster because Ticketmaster does funny things. What he meant by that is they actually had sold less tickets than what was being showed on Ticketmaster. So this is Willie Mac. He's going on, he made a new video called The Victims of Ethan Klein, Doxers, Liars, and Going Bankrupt. And if you haven't seen any of our coverage of the whole Ethan Klein lawsuit drama, we stand with Ethan Klein. I already put out multiple different videos going over it, talking about it, and really the only negative consequence out of this is two things. A complete overcorrection, which I don't really think is that big of an issue because Ethan Klein's lawsuit tackles direct issues. Or two, if he loses this and chair reacts actually become a thing that is going to be even harder to go after in the future. Pretty much if Ethan Klein loses this, anytime somebody brings this up, they're going to be like, you're going to have people like freaking Dark Viper AU be like, I was vindicated and all this other bullshit. But
has managed to make enemies with the most Ethan Klein has managed to make enemies with the most incompetent people on the internet. Creator Clash.
Yeah, if you want, listen, there's no better enemies to have than idiots. I'm just being realistic with you.
Just fully canceled. Creator Clash's most viral fighter, Dad, who got Joe Rogan to talk about the event.
Young kid.
Yo.
He looks like he's probably like...
Yeah, this is great. This is great because Joe Rogan actually thought that it was that Dad, the character, was fighting his actual son.
17 or 18, and the father's 42. And the father beats the shit out of him. Like, that's your son. That's your son. And we're watching you beat your son up as a man. Yeah, this is it.
That's not exactly what was happening.
It's not? What is it?
They're not father-son.
Oh, why does it lie?
It's now struggling.
Oh, it's so good. It's hilarious because it's like, oh, why does it lie? It's like, no, brother, his character is Dad. You forgot about this? Yeah, it's crazy, right? It's crazy. But it's also kind of crazy that Joe Rogan, of all people, because it's pretty cool that Joe Rogan checks out these like smaller amateur things, which could really blow people up. Like, okay, not like Hassan wants. For legal reasons, that's a joke. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like they're freaking... career on YouTube and stuff, but it's crazy. I love his reaction.
Not exactly what was happening.
It's not? What is it?
They're not father-son.
Oh, why does it lie?
It's now struggling.
Joe Rogan's like, what the fuck? He's like, I thought I had a story here. God damn it.
To pay rent.
It sucks. I put my heart into this. I got freaking beat hard this year, harder than I ever had. And
Yo, pause. I'm just joking. I do feel bad for him. Dude is like 20 grand in the hole because we might react to the Dad video, but basically he wasn't, they weren't promised the money. The only way they were going to get the money is if Creator Clash 3 happened and he fulfilled his contract to fight in Creator Clash 3. And now that Creator Clash 3 is canceled, he isn't entitled to the like 20-something thousand dollars that he was going to be reimbursed because he spent all of his own money to be able to actually to be doing all this training and stuff. Dad will be a sick ass wrestler. W Promo. Yeah, absolutely. Dad would be a sick ass wrestler. And he's in great shape for 42. You know, minus the seeing stars and all that every time he turns his head.
I thought, I'm going to do this. I'm going to train like a freaking professional. Keep my head down, avoid this drama, and now here I am, screwed.
Anissa's been trying to downplay every mistake they've made while burying herself even farther. She wrote that her and Ian knew that Creator Clash was failing before the content cop even went live. But when...
Which is crazy. Think about this, right? You're at your job. You're doing it. You're doing everything you can. You're going throughout the day. You come into work one day and they're like, oh, okay, so, yeah, we're shutting down. And, you're all getting let go. Like, you're just sitting there. I mean, the number one question I'm going to have is, what the fuck? What do you mean we're shutting down? They're like, yeah, we knew it was like going into the tank. Our third and fourth quarter wasn't really good. Actually, the entire last year has been negative profit. And we decided not to tell you because we didn't want you to stop working. Like, bro, it's crazy. It is insane that it's not the defense you think it is, Anissa. It's not the defense you think it is.
When Dad raised concerns about ticket sales, iDubbbz lied to him.
Because I counted physically by my hand. I had like this whole image. I counted literally every seat in the arena. It took me a couple hours to see what was selling. And then Ian was like, oh, don't look at that. That's inaccurate because Ticketmaster does tricky things. And then I actually showed you what tickets sold.
After the event was canceled.
So what he means by that is that iDubbbz told him, hey, don't look at Ticketmaster because Ticketmaster does funny things, right? Ticketmaster messes up. And what he meant by that is they actually had sold less tickets than what was being showed on Ticketmaster. So Ian is saying that they fluffed up the numbers on Ticketmaster, and because they had only sold like, what was it, like 4,000 seats or something, they had actually sold less than what was being said and shown on fucking Ticketmaster, which is crazy. Embarrassing. iDubbbz made that content cop just to kill his career. I think his career was dead a long time ago, but he made that content cop and it killed Creator Clash. That is for sure. I can't either, Seek.
Her Discord was getting more details than the actual fighters were.
Why would you do something that could hurt at all the event, especially when you know it is failing? And my complaint about that is, why did we never find out that it was already failing? If you knew it was already failing, why didn't you tell us before you made that video? And why did
because of that sweet 34% that they were hoping they were going to take to the bank.
Didn't you say, hey guys, the event's failing, we should probably just cancel it, and now we're going to put this video.
So if you don't know, that Ian and Anissa were entitled to 34% of the total profits of Creator Clash 3, to which they claimed that on the honor system, they were going to give it to charity. Again, X to doubt.
About, so it doesn't matter. Like, why wasn't that told to us? Then maybe all of us marketing people, all YouTubers who are basically marketing people, we've marketed ourselves forever. Maybe we could have helped this situation and blasted videos out. The two Minecrafters could have gone bonkers and we could have saved the event instead of burying it deeper. So I don't like that excuse, but I do think it was failing before.
iDubbbz has been silent, but you know Anissa can't keep her mouth shut. She's like, the event was doing bad regardless of the content cop. A combo of many things contributed. Lack of promotion, influencer boxing being less popular, the economy. Bro,
listen, the fact that she's saying
many things contributed. Lack of promotion,
but yet she told Dad, Ian called Dad and told him that they don't want him going onto Locale Live to promote the show, to promote the event. They also told all of the damn influencers to not promote anything because a different event coordinator, or whoever the hell it was, freaking some venue was going to be doing all the promotion for them. And it didn't happen. And they didn't think to themselves, okay, well, the promoters aren't promoting. Maybe we should get the influencers who have a total amount of sub counts over a multi-million, if I'm not mistaken, Sapnap and whatever his face are. I think they're like million sub channels or whatever, to go out and put videos out to try and, I don't know, drum up some freaking interest in this thing. The cope is real, see? And on top of that, even if you have a promoter, right? Why would you not want as much promotion as possible, especially when it's technically free? Like, yes, they're getting a purse for the fight, but they could be uploading daily videos, getting people invested in your event. It's insane.
Influencer boxing being less popular, the economy. Bro, you branded yourself as the boxing promoter for these events. You guys chose not to promote the event until you decided to side with people who encouraged false CPS calls. Dad's explaining how he found out the content cop was on Creator Clash's biggest supporter during a camping trip.
On this camping.
which is crazy because Ethan Klein was the biggest supporter of both Creator Clash 1 and 2. Like, I imagine if you were to obtain the people who bought tickets and compare it to the people who watch Ethan, who watch H3, more than likely, I would assume upwards of 40%, maybe more, actually came from Ethan Klein's audience. And I have the ability to say that because Ethan Klein pulls like what, anywhere from 30 to 50,000 live viewers on a multi-million sub channel. Like, they were constantly being promoted by Ethan, and the fact that he made that content cop on him is insane, just to get in with the cool kids.
Camping trip is where Ian tells me, hey, I'm doing another content cop. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And he goes, yeah, it's on Ethan. And I was like, Ethan Klein? And he said, yeah, it's on Ethan Klein. And I thought, oh no, why would you do that? Then Ian tells me, before Creator Clash 3 is about to happen, oh, I'm putting out a hit piece on Ethan Klein. And I'm thinking, oh my God, dude.
Yeah, don't go to war with people when, you know, don't bring a sword to a gunfight. Like, you know, they say, I know the saying is a knife to a gunfight, but God, this dude, it's insane that he thought this was gonna like work. Like, have you ever seen Hassan like literally go out of his way to actually defend his orbiters? Like, he might put out all this misinformation and everything, but do you ever actually see him go on some sort of a campaign to try and like get his people out of hot water? No. And we see that here with the current lawsuit. He's not doing anything publicly to help, and I guarantee he's most likely not doing anything behind the scenes either, because those GoFundMes have barely passed at 100,000 total, and that's not even enough for a single lawsuit.
Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to cause trouble? Because now I'm thinking, this is going to ruin Creator Clash 3, and I'm going to get screwed again.
One of the things Anissa and Ian assured everyone of was them stepping away was to protect the fighters and the event.
We've already told all the fighters, and it seems like most people understand that
yeah, protect the event from your terrible business decisions.
this is the best move. I can't keep my mouth shut. I can't, I mean, I can. I just didn't want to. Please.
Translation, my fifis were hurt and I decided to tank our fucking event in an effort to get back at somebody who did nothing but support me.
For the love of God, support this event. You know, I feel like in some ways I'm like cutting off an arm so that I could escape the bear trap. And so
the bear trap is your wife.
Can fight. Well, that's a bad analogy. You guys get it.
Him referring to the event as a bear trap makes it sound like he was just trying to get out of it with the content cop. Anissa was bragging, we're not financially tied to the event anymore. You have no power over us. But when the content cop dropped, Dad was like, why are Ian and Anissa advocating for attacking this family? They're screwing everyone working on Creator Clash.
He puts the thing out and he screws every single person. He screws Real Good Touring, all the business professionals who are making this event with him. He screws me. He screws every other boxer. Everyone was screwed from Ian's dumb video because he couldn't wait 2 months. At some point after the
like, exactly. Like, do you know how much more promotion you would have had? Like, better promotion? Oh, appreciate Ozzy Cobb. Video from earlier today was solid work. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hey, you know, I mean, if they're gonna say if the lies are so easily, if your lies can be completely defeated with a Google search, you might want a better argument.
content cop video, my friend Yoda talks to me.
Oh yeah, he could have just waited to put it out after Creator Clash. It wasn't that big of a deal, but I guarantee you, Anissa was chirping in his ear like, Ian, they're saying mean things about me. Go out there and tell them that I'm a really good person. Like, shut up, Anissa.
And says, all this crazy stuff's going on with Ethan from H3. Child Services is being called on him. He's getting human skulls mailed to his house. I didn't know what any of that was about, but I felt bad for him because it sounded insane. So I went to an H3 live stream and donated $20 and left a comment to,
hey guys, I heard about the stuff going down. I feel for you. Really hope everyone feels as good as they can. Hope everyone makes it out sane, and good luck, Lena. Exactly, dude. This whole thing is a bummer. For all it's weird that he put that out, I feel confused too. Yeah, it's insane. Anybody who thinks that this is okay, or thinks that this isn't as big of a deal as it is, or is a nothing burger, it's just like it's just teams. It's team sports. Your side's cucked. You have no ability to think for yourself, and you just tell, or you just regurgitate whatever your favorite retard tells you.
Try and say something positive. I also said I was bummed about the Content Cop video and confused on how to move forward.
And can you guess who decided to call Dad and interrogate him over this? Anissa.
The next day,
Yeah.
Anissa texts me a screen grab of my donation, and she says, "Is this real?" Anissa took that as I was supporting her enemy that she has chosen, by the way. Ethan and Atri are not my enemy.
She's a vindictive little bitch, bro.
So then Anissa makes me feel guilty and bad for what I thought was a nice thing. And she's like, "Oh, I can't believe you would do that. I'm 44 freaking years old. This is childhood, high school garbage. What the heck are you doing?" He tells
Me, every single time someone leaves a hate comment, I'm like, bro, I'm almost fucking 30, and you really think your little insult of your content is bad, or you just want clout, or like any of that, you think that's gonna affect me, bro? Like, what is this, high school? What is this fucking, like, are we on the playground? Like, you gonna kick over my sandcastle next? Who the fuck cares? The Ian and Anissa videos, I do perform damn good. People really don't like them. Absolutely. No, people hate them, and for good reason.
me, "This really hurts us that you would say this." Because in the donation, I said, this is really confusing for all of us. I don't know why they put that video out. It hurts you that I said I'm confused why you're ruining the event?
And that's all you need to know for team sports. Like, that's literally what it is. It hurts their image because she thinks that they're all standing together and hating Ethan as a whole. Bitch, people are their own entities out here.
What are you talking about? It hurts you more that you put your video out, not me being upset about it. "Oh, I burned a building down. Now everyone's complaining, and it really hurts me that everyone's complaining about my fire I caused."
Facts.
What the heck are you talking about?
Dad is saying how multiple creators had problems with the Content Cop, which means the
Yup.
heads of Creator Clash were just blowing smoke up Harley's ass, saying he was the only one who wasn't cool with the thing.
They did a temper
Which is crazy. They gaslit Harley so bad. And I feel bad for Harley because he's a little gullible of a person. But at the same time, this dude literally thought he was the only person, the only one that had an issue with the Content Cop. So he went along to get along.
temperature check on my team. They called my team and they were like, "How do you guys doing? How do you feel about everything?" And, you know, they spoke to my guy and he was like, "Not that good. It's not that cool of a thing." And then they hit me up and I was like, "Well, how does everyone else feel about it?" And they were like, everyone loves it. Everyone's fine. Everyone's great.
Bullshit.
Your team's a little wonky about it, but everyone's good.
Harley did get boned. I feel bad for Harley. I mean, he's still got a bag though.
Well, if Anissa didn't like Dad's comment, I wonder how she's taking Dad's YouTube video. Turns out she's decided to just throw Ian under the bus. Hi, Ethan. The whole point is
When in doubt, throw the loser under the bus. He was the greatest sweeper. He was fantastic. I mean, he lied about so much shit. He lied to Tommy C about the numbers because he didn't know who Tommy C was and thought he was just some random YouTuber.
you were accused
Which I guess, like, he kind of is. Like, I mean, he's not this massively popular person, but at the same time, he's established in the commentary community.
me of things that my husband or other people have done, which contradicts everything you wrote in this comment. What is my ultimate sin aside for being married to the man who made the Content Cop? I never mentioned CPS. Well, let's see. You called him inbred, referring to Hassan calling Israelis that. You crazy made him, saying that he's on drugs and that he needs help, for being mad at false CPS calls, siding with everyone who supported it when it was cool. But now that the narrative is shifted, she's gonna blame her husband and everyone else. I wasn't a part of it. She's such a vampire. I've noticed
It's vindictive. She absolutely sucks the joy out of anything and everything around her, and not in the way, she ain't sucking it in the way that people would enjoy. I'm pretty sure if she was, I mean, there would be less issues around here. But at the same time, it's just, she throws stones and then gets upset when you throw one back. She is absolutely the type of person who would hit you, who would hit a guy, and then if the guy pushed her, she would be like, oh my God, I can't believe you just did that to me. I'm a woman.
Ethan and Gila vehemently defend each other when they're getting attacked online. Meanwhile, Ian stays silent as Anissa throws him under the bus. Really great relationship you two got there. Ethan even states, Ian at least knows to shut up, but you're the only fool who continually engages with me. So obviously I'm talking to you and not Ian. And Nisa replies, what a pathetic list. This is justification for eternal harassment? Private.
Yes. Talk shit, get hit. Listen, if you don't want none, there won't be none. But so long as you want some, there gonna be some. That's the bottom line. Talk shit, get hit. Like that's the rules of the internet. Okay, you can't just put something out there for any and everybody to see and then get upset when you get backlash for it.
Privately discussing Zionism and showing up in my friend's Twitch chat. That's not at all what he said. Ethan gave her a whole list of reasons and she couldn't engage with one thing. When they stepped away from Creator Clash, I think we were supposed to go, oh wow, look how generous Ian and Anissa are for giving away their 34% profit share to the fighters. But she stated that they knew this event was going to flop. But it's easy to give up 34% profit share when the event's destined to make nothing. I know their plan was to blame Ethan and Hila for the whole thing failing.
Don't worry, Hila. I'm not going to blame you guys for anything Creator Clash related. I know you're terrified of taking accountability for anything, so that will...
Anissa and Ian's video from yesterday was insane. I haven't watched it yet, but I might check it out.
Rest solely on my shoulders. But I can't speak for the internet. The internet might actually blame you guys for it.
No, actually they did the right thing and blamed you for it. They let the fighters out high.
And that's the crazy thing. They thought that just because they were in the Hassan camp, that all of a sudden everybody, like the rest of the internet, would just agree with them because they thought that this massive fucking group of people who they bought their way into by selling out their souls, if they even had any, to begin with, that it was just going to be like a sweeping victory for them. And that's the problem with a lot of these like influencers, these massive influencers who have a huge community. They think that their community is the narrative online when it's not. Like the internet is vast. It's ever expanding. So just because your tight grouped community agrees with you doesn't mean the rest of the world is going to.
And dry, putting some of them in horrible financial situations with no security blanket to fall back on. It's why it's important to plan for the worst and why this video is sponsored by Aura. Everyone I know...
All right, Willie. All right.
Thank you, Aura, for sponsoring this video. And that brings us to our next person on Ethan's hit list, Kmplxity.
The girl who rips farts and bongs. We reacted to her. If you haven't seen it, go check out the video. Oh my, I will say Kmplxity is the most entertaining out of the three being sued.
Then announced that he was suing Kmplxity, Denims, and Frogan for marketing their reaction videos as market replacements.
People have been wanting to watch this without necessarily supporting Ethan Klein. So we're gonna watch it.
So hold on.
Doesn't want people to...
So I will say, out of the three of them, Kmplxity's admission, quote unquote, to creating a market substitute is the weakest one. I even said in the video that you can literally argue that it was just a statement of fact because it was. But the fact that it was so close in succession of saying people have wanted to watch this without necessarily giving a video, so we're going to watch this, that together is, it's the weakest argument for creating a market substitute, but it's still a market substitute. Whereas with Frogan and Denims, they just outright say that they're stealing content.
Know when it's dropping because we're all watching through other streamers, and I suggest you all watch it through other people as well. We're gonna watch it live, yes.
We're relying on you to stay live so we don't give more views on the nuke. Yeah, I'm gonna stream it. Since he confirmed it's coming out today, we're gonna stream it. If you want to watch it with someone else who's already watching it, come enjoy the watch party somewhere else.
Denims is on.
Remember, the best enemies to have are the ones who are stupid. Okay, if you have dumb people as your enemies, I got news flash for you. You don't have enemies, you got free content. 24/7 entertainment.
On camera saying Ethan Klein's trying to destroy fair use, because fair use is when you steal now, apparently.
Ethan Klein is now suing me. That's right, guys. That's right. The guy who saved fair use is here to kill it.
But if you look at the Ethan versus Matt Haas case, the judge leaves a footnote clarifying. Some reaction videos, like the Klein's video, intersperse short segments of another's work with criticisms and commentary, while others are more akin to a group viewing session without commentary. The court
Exactly. And it's funny too, because in Ethan's lawsuit against these three, he's actually using the lawsuit he won as as a reference. I forget what the actual term is, but as a precedence in his lawsuit. They think that they can use his lawsuit to their advantage, but they can't, because it literally says, while others are more akin to a group viewing session without commentary. And considering, if I'm not mistaken, Denham's live stream was titled as a watch party, aka a group viewing session, it's just not good for her. She is royally fucked in every single way possible.
It is not ruling here that all reaction videos constitute as fair use. Denham's literally just described her video as a watch party.
If you want to watch it,
watch it
with someone else who's already watching it. You know, come enjoy the watch party somewhere else.
All of these people are getting up and leaving during the live stream or the video. Casey Tron's just smoking, stating their intent to replace the original work. Denham's was on stream just 2 months earlier begging Ethan to sue her.
How's the lawsuit going? Nowhere, because Ethan Klein's too much of a sue me.
Yeah, we covered this in the video of those three as well. It's hilarious. I bet she is regretting those words.
Because he knows he'll lose.
The lawsuit gets announced and her immediate response is to say it's fine because Ethan's rich and it's okay to steal from rich people.
If you check your bank account and like Chase accidentally refunded you an extra $50, you might look at that and be like they were supposed to refund you for some charge or something, and then they accidentally gave you another $50. And you see that and you're like, I didn't see anything. Well, listen, they can correct it. They can find it themselves. They can correct it. I don't really care that much, all right?
And it's crazy that she said this in response to the video saying she's being sued for stealing. So her response to stealing is, I don't care, while reacting to a video of her announcement that she's being sued for stealing. It's just the drama gods just have written poetry with this.
I don't really care that much. If some old lady on the street is like, you have change for a $10 bill, I just need to pay the meter, and she hands you a $50 bill instead of a $10 bill and says, oh, times are so tough right now, but gotta pay the meter, and you keep the 50, see how one of those feels morally worse? One of those feels like you're stealing from someone who does need it, or you're stealing from, I don't know, not a corporation. One of those feels worse.
A corporation still employs people.
We're not talking about legality. It's theft regardless. We're talking about what is morally worse.
Girl, you're being sued. It's in the title of the video you're watching. We are talking about legality and you're admitting to theft. God, she's so stupid.
She is the queen of self-owned.
This is so stupid. She links the video she's being sued for at the end of her video.
So it's actually up right here. 3 hours and 52 minutes of glorious React content to the content nuke. And if you'd like to watch it, here you go. I'll post it in chat right now.
She's so dumb. Can we do a watch party on the VOD of Casey Tron's watch party of the content nuke? I mean, what's she gonna do? Sue me? It's not like she's got the money.
It's right here.
I think I share a similar view with Ethan when it comes to React content. As long as the creator is trying to add something and do their own thing, I'm all for it. The beauty of social media is us interacting with each other. But these creators have such a blatant disregard for their peers' content. She starts the stream playing other people's videos, usually says nothing, sometimes laughs.
He was like, oh no, we're not alleging election fraud. Then what the are you doing here? Why are you at the court?
We're not alleging election fraud. We're, checks notes. Having fun. Just getting together with the boys to have fun.
These people are liars and scoundrels and cretins. Trump sued
and that's on a good day. Sometimes when the video ends, she says nothing. Just
yeah, she plays like an hour of music or something or other people's videos prior to even getting on stream.
Clicks to the next video.
That this was the way to do it. All those Chinese truck drivers moving stuff around America. Hey folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.
This bitch.
Hey guys, first of all, we got a brand new camera angle.
I see her mouse moving. She's
Oh my god, she is so dumb. Like, this is when Reactgate occurred, right? And everybody was going crazy about it, and a lot of people like were getting ousted for it, like fucking XQC and shit. It's a big thing because some people put in a lot of work, obviously, like WillyMac, and then you have some people who react to it, like myself. And the way for the ecosystem to continue to work in a way that is both profitable for the original content creator and the person reacting to it is to actually put forth a good effort in reacting to it. And then on top of it too, how fucking parasocial do you have to be to need somebody there to watch a video with you? Like, it's one thing if it's your significant other or your kid or your friend or something, you guys want to hang out and all that. I totally get it. But a completely random stranger on the internet, I'm sorry. I don't know anyone's personality who is that good.
sitting at the computer. Why doesn't she just start her stream? She's just sitting there stealing YouTube videos. I'm siding with Ethan on this because people have been complaining for years about Twitch streamers stealing content, and they're so confident that nobody will do anything about it. They're just stating it out in the open. Yes, I'm stealing this. Give me money instead.
If you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, follow, subscribe, throw a prime if you like the content, if you enjoyed your time here.
There's this
God, I hope that the court proceedings is live stream. I will take time off of work to watch it with you guys to react to it. I'm joking. I will 100% react to it, but God, I would love it. I mean, to just watch them get completely eviscerated. And it is a civil matter too. It's not a criminal matter. It's a civil matter. So there's a higher possibility of us actually being able to watch it. Typically, criminal matters in a criminal court, it's a little harder to convince the judge to actually like live stream it or anything. But civil matters, it's easier. It's one of the reasons why the whole Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial actually was televised, because it was a civil matter, not a criminal matter. Now, that's not the only reason, obviously, but it does play a pretty large part in the reason why, or as to why some judges will say yes and others will say no.
really funny pattern when it comes to these people. When the lawsuits were first announced, they start off really confident. They're making fun of Ethan and Gila. Ethan Klein is going to sue me for smoking too much weed. He's trying to take away my ability to purchase medically necessary marijuana products. Donate to my weed.
I don't think that there's a necessity for that much fucking weed. I'm sorry. As a longtime stoner, I can tell you right now, that bitch got a problem. I am very anti, oh, weed is addictive. Listen, any substance, food, weed, drug, cocaine, alcohol, Pepsi, whatever the fuck, anything can be an addiction as long as you're using it to like run away from something else, right? But what exactly does she have that she needs to be smoking 24/7? It definitely can't be anxiety. Otherwise, you need to be put in a straitjacket and seek medical professional help.
Weed fun. I tuned into Casey's stream after these lawsuits were announced, and she's just playing movies, no commentary.
Put up your deuce, let's get down to it.
She's playing full segments of
Twitch. How? Twitch. Oh my God. This is why YouTube will forever be better than Twitch. I don't care if the ad revenue is better over there. I don't care if the contracts are bigger. I don't care about any of that. YouTube will forever be a much better streaming platform than Twitch, because while it has its issues with getting like certain bad content creators out of the mix, at least it doesn't allow bullshit like this.
Reality TV shows while not being there at all.
It's truth, and so it is. So it is.
Just straight up Family Guy is playing.
Door! I know! Shh.
Sheesh, kabibbles.
Then when she finally gets on stream, she's like, I can't believe this is happening to me.
So this is so fucked up, what's happening to me. This is so fucked up. Please donate. Like, there's some real fucked up shit happening to me right now that I do not deserve.
Bitch, how has this not happened sooner? You're
that I do not deserve. This chick is God, her streams are so fucking boring, but they have like little nuggets of humor and funny stuff. Like, her delusion is what makes her funny.
Lucky foxes ensuing your ass. She's calling them ugly as she's hacking up pot loogies.
Oh, this no good motherfucker and his ugly ass wife.
She looks like she's melting, bro. Look at her face. She looks like she's melting.
I was out getting weed in Taco Bell. I haven't
the perfect stoner combination.
even ate my fucking Taco Bell.
Teddy. She's making fun of Ethan for being on Ozempic as she's stuffing her hole with Taco Bell.
They're gonna be mad that I called his wife ugly, and she's ugly on the inside and the outside. I've lost some weight. I have, and she's ugly.
Bitch, how you gonna call anyone ugly when you got that fucking T-Rex arm? How you got that T-Rex arm on? Oh my God, there's no way. This blob, this absolute degenerate freaking vanilla swirl come to life. Oh my God. This is why our education system needs to be fixed. My God.
On the inside and the outside. I've lost some weight. I have. I've lost like 20 pounds now.
Lift up your shirt. I'm sure I could find it.
So, and
that is not harassment. That's a joke. That is a joke.
I'm doing it the non-easy way.
I think if Casey Tron left her comments at this, it would be fine. But then she goes on to say she doesn't even remember reacting to the video because she was too high.
Not only that, but she accused Ethan of editing a video of her and playing it over his content nuke. She literally accused Ethan of making a fake video of her reacting to his content nuke.
It would be fine, but then she goes on to say she doesn't even remember reacting to the video because she was too high.
You T-Rex arm all the time? No, you don't. Here and there. Yeah, but you're not like ripping freaking French fries like this, like oh my God, you're not some like Nosferatu ass shit like.
YouTube lawyers are laughing at her.
Oh my God, I don't remember reacting to that. Did I react to that? I don't recall. Like, I don't know. I think that he probably just took some other video that I was reacting to of Real Housewives or something. And that's why I'm smoking the weed, because I don't think I ever reacted to that. Like, I don't remember it. Maybe it just wasn't memorable. I know, like,
that's not a defense. This dumb bitch.
Like, Ethan doesn't know much about like having to work all the time because he only has to clock in for like 4 hours a day or something. But like at that time, I had been live for 3 months. Okay, like at that time, like I was clocking in at around 700 hours on the clock, and I was very mentally unwell.
Oh, here we go. I was in the bad headspace defense.
So I was a very weed dependent, but I have gotten better off the weed. No, for real.
Bullshit.
Teddy. So whether or not you recall reacting to it, being the defense here, saying, I don't recall, I don't know, I may have been under the influence, I may have been baked, I may have been high. Does that work? Absolutely not in this case. And copyright is strict liability, which means mental state is irrelevant. You can do it, you can do it in any mental state, and it doesn't matter. It's strict liability. Did you or did you not do it?
Hassan is seeing all of this, and instead of giving his arguments for why he thinks these people didn't break the law, he just says that all the lawyers that would agree with him are silent because this has to do with Israel-Palestine.
Yeah, it's crazy. This absolute moron. Not only that, but he's saying that the lawyers who have come out, well, not all of them, but he states that there's a good amount of lawyers who have come out in defense of Ethan Klein because they're pro Ethan Klein, which is insane. he can't make a defense as to how they're not stealing content because it's literally what he does himself. And he can never actually have an argument as to how he's not stealing content. So he has to turn around and just throw out whatever fucking sticks.
He's turned it into such a meme, man.
Legal YouTubers and free speech people are extra quiet. No, I think there's some legal YouTubers who have covered it, but they're like pro Ethan.
Yeah, they're pro Ethan, guys. It's all just a conspiracy. The good old cabal at it again.
Cover this would mean talking on Israel-Palestine, which they are not equipped to do and want to fence it on. Exactly.
Palestine.
No, not exactly. Israel-Palestine has absolutely nothing to do with fair use or copyright. Imagine if that was the only problem. That was the only problem over there. But they're like, hey, you're infringing on our copyright with this hummus. Fucking, that's been the whole 100,000-year war, whatever it is.
That has nothing to do with this. This case is on copyright. They aren't pro Ethan. They just think Ethan has a strong case given the law and the evidence.
Emotional.
And that you're a fucking idiot.
Arguments, claims of bias, claims that we don't know enough about Israel and Palestine. That has nothing to do with this lawsuit. This lawsuit has nothing to do with any political element. It has.
But Hassan needs it to have to do with the political element. He needs his followers to believe this, because unless it's Israel Palestine, it just doesn't make sense to the idiots that watch him.
It has to do with copyright. And we're going to keep it educational and objective on this channel.
Hassan doesn't actually try and give an argument for why these people are innocent. Instead, he does the classic Hassan and just defames the lawyer.
Something so funny about people being like, dog, have you seen the legal mindset video about you? Dude, if I were to cover every Rumble lawyer,
he hasn't even streamed on Rumble in like over a year.
Fake lawyer that it actually is.
And he's an actual lawyer.
Like a fucking right-wing freak.
He's not right-wing as far as I know.
That spends most of their time talking about like trans people. I would lose my mind. I would have no time to cover anything else, but I'm not going to.
I love that defense. Guys, if I responded to all the people calling me out for my misinformation and my terrible joke of a report, I would just, there's just so many times that I've lied about shit. I would be spending all day long talking about and covering people calling me out. It's not the defense you think it is, but it is generally the defense that people who are in the wrong and know they're in the wrong and know they have no argument say.
Pay any mind or any attention to some fucking psychotic MAGA lawyer, not a real lawyer.
None of this is actually true. He's just making it up because the lawyer disagrees with him. Just another day of Hassan going live.
Now, fake lawyer is interesting, and I want to throw out here that that's possibly the most defamatory thing. Now, I want to give Mr. Piker some credit here because perhaps he knows nothing about me or knows nothing about the law. Well, clearly he knows nothing about the law, but an attorney has to be licensed.
Very few people know anything about the law. I educate myself as necessary, but there's way too many internet freaking, armchair quarterbacks and internet lawyers and detectives and stuff that really don't know what they're talking about and just go off of what anybody says with zero information or anything to back them up. Which is why when I talk about the law, I oftentimes will take you to a law firm's webpage, to the actual legislation, and read it out. Can it be boring? Sure. But it is educational, and it does prove I'm not just pulling it out of my ass.
Licensed to practice in their state. I'm licensed to practice in the state of Florida. So I am both a lawyer and an attorney above that. So there you go, Mr. Piker. That's a language. So that statement is indeed false, right? That I am a quote-unquote fake lawyer because I indeed possess a law degree from the University of Florida. So that statement in the future would be defamatory. I keep politics out.
So just real quick, if you don't know the difference between a lawyer and an attorney, a lawyer is simply somebody who has passed the bar. A attorney is somebody who has passed the bar and is practicing law. So you can be a lawyer with your licensing and all that, or credentials. I'm pretty sure you have to re-up on your license and retake the bar, just like other jobs. But so long as you pass the bar, you are a lawyer. But an attorney is a lawyer that actively practices law. That's the difference.
Of my streams, and it was particularly over the last year, 6 months, definitely last 6 months and a year, I have endeavored to keep my streams as objective and educational and make it a environment where everybody is welcome. Even people who like Hassan Piker are welcome in my chat, so long as they are civil, so long as they keep the conversation from violating the terms of service of the platform.
Nah, he'd rather just slander you so he doesn't have to engage. What's funny is,
for any small content creator out there, I know it's funny to say small when we are small as well, but for any content creator out there who's wanting to go ahead and you know, start or continue, let the haters come. Let the haters come into your chat. As long as they're not breaking TOS, leave them there. They get the chat going. People will respond to them. And as you get like 100 people in your comments, or even just one person in your comments leaving multiple comments because they hate the video or they hate you or whatever, anything like that, it pushes your video in the algorithm. So the more you interact with them and have fun with them in the comments, like I do, the more it pushes your video in the algorithm, because it's seeing that it's getting more and more interactions. So nobody's going to watch you as dedicatedly as a hater.
Hassan has been calling Ethan a vexatious litigant, which means the lawsuits have no merit.
Because the legal system is f***ing busted. Because the legal system is fundamentally broken. If you have a lot of money, you can do this kind of thing. When you're depraved.
That's also not true, because like with the whole Drake versus UMG lawsuit going on right now, Drake was attempting to try and get information from iHeartRadio about basically alleging that Kendrick Lamar had paid iHeartRadio to play his music and all that. And later it came out that evidence was that, hey, this is false. So it's like, just because you're a multimillionaire doesn't mean that you can just throw your money around and just get whatever you want. Now, does it generally happen? I mean, we'd be stupid to say no. But in the eyes of the law, generally money gets you a good lawyer, and then it's up to the lawyer to get you off.
And you're manic and you're an insane person and you don't care about like wasting unlimited funds.
Well, if it's unlimited, how are you wasting it?
Especially considering that he does technically have virtually unlimited funds. You can be a vexatious litigant.
But at the same time, he's on stream admitting that he doesn't understand the basis of the lawsuit.
I saw a lawyer that say he has a good chance because all three stated they're streaming it to have a place for people to watch it without supporting Ethan. Did they?
Yes, you window licker. This is...
This dude's an idiot. This dude's again, this is why I say dumb people are some of the best entertainment out there. He's just sitting there
supporting Ethan.
He's just like, damn, how do I make this about Israel Palestine? Shit. Oh crap. How do I spin this? Oh shit, did I just talk out of my ass again and read a comment that calls me out? Fuck.
Did they?
Yes, you window licker. This is so on brand for Hassan. Baselessly discredits every expert who disagrees with him, and then talks super confidently on something he knows nothing about and just hopes the viewers will believe him. Now let's cut back to Caseytron. All the
and sadly it works.
Memes and laughing would stop the day she got served.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, this is great.
I'm probably gonna cry.
You deserve it,
bitch. People are gonna be like,
Casey,
oh, she's like
except
playing
we're fighting for you. Casey, except we love you. Casey, except we're fighting for you.
Oh my God. That's what I remember most about her funking videos and streams when I reacted to it. The dumb bitch has her like donos blaring and doesn't pause them or mute them or fucking lower the volume while she talks or stop talking so they can play.
There is years of dialogue surrounding React content and how to do it ethically. You ignored it and now you're here.
I got served. My dad answered the door. The next thing I know, my dad comes in and he's like crying. You know, it's really fucking traumatic to see your dad cry like that. You know, like that's what really like has me like so freaked out, is seeing like how emotional my dad got about it.
I actually started feeling bad for Casey here, but instead of trying to
No. Feel bad for her dad that his daughter is a fucking burnt out waste of a human being.
Work something out with Ethan, she just starts calling him a misogynist.
You guys are watching right now, like every fucking incel community that's been attacking me relentlessly for like the past 10 years is going to use it for YouTube clips because they literally make careers out of bullying women like me. And I'm just so fucking tired. I'm just so tired of
How do people believe this shit? I don't understand. She's not very attractive. Like, I'm sorry, she's not. Her content is pretty much just playing other people's content while she gets stoned. I will say, like, again, there are times where it's comical, but I'm not sitting through of a terrible freaking movie for 30 seconds of good, something on screen that's actually entertaining.
constantly being harassed by this shit, like for the past 3 or 4 months, I've really just been like, I just want to focus on myself and I want to focus on my community. I want to focus on being funny. I want to be one of those people who's just a breath of fresh air, somebody who people can
Bitch, ain't no way you smoking that much and you a breath of fresh air. Ain't no fucking way.
watch to escape and get away from it all.
Then make your own content. Nobody's stopping you.
If I had been given just like one fucking leg up in life, I've always been funny.
Oh, the poor me shit. If I had just had something handed to me, I could have done something with my life. If that is your mentality, you're never going to make it. You're never going to do anything. If you're just waiting on someone to hand you success, you will go nowhere. Absolutely nowhere in life. And you deserve it. You deserve it because the world doesn't just give handouts, okay? The world doesn't care what you want. You need to go make it on your own.
I should be more famous than I am, but I'm
No.
not, because I'm not a fucking man. And that's just the fucking truth.
What? It is so much easier for women who have nothing to offer in this world to be more famous online than it is for a man.
And I know all of the incels will be like, oh, here she goes again, claiming sexism. Like,
I'm an incel, apparently.
then what the f else is it?
Maybe it's your charming personality.
Though I get emotional whenever I think about it. I love.
This is great, too. So this is fantastic. So she's getting sued for copyright infringement. And she decides to use somebody else's thumbnail. She decided to use somebody else's thumbnail for her freaking GoFundMe. So she is currently engaging in copyright infringement while being sued for copyright infringement. The best enemies to have are the stupid ones. Your phone died? Damn, that's wow. I see how it is.
I love gay people so much. I do. I love gay people so much. I love women so much.
You should probably let the gays teach you how to dress. I'm just saying.
I do. I love gay people so much. Sorry. I'm like, it's not a joke. I do. Like, I wouldn't be like who I am without you guys. And like I said, this is nothing against the straights. This is nothing against. I'm a straight too. But like being.
I am a straight too. Like, oh my god, this bitch fried. This bitch fried more than fish. Holy crap. We aspire here at the channel and on the gaming channel to cut out a little portion of the internet for ourselves. It'd be nice, have fun. It's a good hobby. But in no way, shape, or form would I be willing to be like this for any level of relevancy. No. At that point, it's time to just completely log off, and I'm talking about life.
Being a woman on Twitch fucking sucks.
What the hell is she on about? It's not lost on me that Ethan Klein is motivated to pursue these lawsuits for more than just copyright reasons.
100%. No, not a part of it, Willie. Like 90% of this is him getting his lick back because he couldn't do anything about the CPS and the human skulls and the harassment. Like, let's keep it a buck. Let's just keep it 100, okay?
It is because these people are constantly lying about him. Does she think immediately?
Lies, I know you. I do not know what that's in reference to.
Immediately pushing the lie that Ethan hates women is going to make her case easier.
My other hope is just like, we need the girls. We need the girls and the gays. Like I said, like I have just been like, and this isn't anything against the straight men. Like any of the good straight men know exactly what I'm talking about. But I think to any of the straight men that are one of the good ones,
There's a lot of bad ones. I'm sorry to inform you. There's some bad ones.
What the fuck are you even saying, Casey? What? This is it's just fucking word salad. How in the what the okay. We need the women and the gays and the good straight men, the ones who agree with me.
But
to rise up against the evil Ethan Klein empire and take him down a peg. All the gays attack Ethan Klein. Is that like calling for sexual assault? I'm sorry, I don't know, but like
to any of the straight men that are one of the good ones, they get what I'm saying too, I think. But I've just been so passionate about making a space for women.
Oh, appreciate the subscription.
And LGBTQ people on Twitch for years because it's hard to be seen as a human whenever you're a woman.
Is she drunk? This isn't about copyright.
No, she's high.
This is about invoking incel support. As someone who has been a target of incel harassment for a lot of years, there's a lot of them and few who speak up against it. Men who delight in humiliating women for clicks. I am so tired of being a target of this. This is now the new propaganda script, so everyone just hops on board immediately. Taylor Lorenz tweets.
Yeah, pretty well. I mean, Taylor Lorenz, I mean, is she really a person at all? Like, let's be realistic here. I'm sorry. This dumb bitch. But yeah, I don't think somebody who gets anywhere from 30 to 50,000 live viewers needs the incel community supporting them.
I hope people can join me in donating to Casey Tron's fundraiser to cover the legal burden she's suffering from being targeted in Ethan Klein's misogynistic hate campaign. Anissa replies, "We can do this together." What's crazy is Hassan won't openly back their lawsuits.
Neither will Ian and Anissa, and neither will freaking Taylor Lorenz. I mean, I haven't seen either one of them or any of the three of them donate to anybody's freaking GoFundMe at this point. So you want other people to support them, but you're not willing to open up your fucking wallet. That's telling.
He's hinting that he'll donate, but still leaving the possibility open that he'll do nothing.
I go through this back and forth.
Yes, like in true Hassan fashion, he might do something, but he most likely won't.
Where I'm like, should I not cover this at all? But also because I know that's what he wants. Ultimately, he wants attention. He's like a fucking petulant child, a pathetic crybaby, a permanent victim, right? But also at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like if I don't give any attention to this with my platform, it's like, then I feel like I'm leaving these people defenseless.
You are.
And they are defenseless. Like, there's no defending it.
He's also admitted multiple times he wants to hurt you financially through them as if you were their legal guardian. No, I know. That's why he keeps saying like, oh, socialist, why won't he give these guys money?
Yeah, why won't you? Sorry, Denims, can't give you money. That would be exactly what Ethan Klein would want.
Trust me, if I offer support, you won't know about it.
And apparently neither will Denims or Casey Tron or Frogan. They won't know about the support being offered either.
Okay, beyond what I've done thus far.
Which is only verbal support at the moment. Bruh, Denims is posting about how she's getting sued, so she needs to slut it up on her OnlyFans. She chose to pose with a page from a lawsuit that
that had Hitler in it. Yeah, this was fantastic marketing. I'm not gonna lie. I imagine her freaking, child audience that she has loved and ate this up.
For legal reasons, that's a joke. As Hitler and Himmler on it. I get that her doing it is supposed to be like, look how absurd this lawsuit is, but then again, she's posing naked with Hitler. You sure
well, not naked. I mean, she's scandalously like, come on, Willie.
Look how absurd this lawsuit is, but then again, she's posing naked with Hitler. You sure showed him, Denims. I'm sure her lawyer loves this, but then again, I'm not convinced she has one yet. I don't get why Hassan won't.
No. The only person who seems to actually have a lawyer is Frogan, because she shut up and didn't say, she practically has said absolutely nothing.
Just publicly fund them. Won't that make him look good to his audience standing up to Ethan? Is socialist Hassan Piker really that greedy? Believe it or not, Frogan's the only one who hasn't said anything stupid.
Facts, which is crazy. Frogan PTSD. Okay, that this dumb fucking Jabba the Hutt looking bitch is the smartest out of the three of them. That is mind-boggling.
Announced her GoFundMe, took down her reaction, and shut up. She's the smartest person here.
I want you guys to know something. I win. You lose. You lose everything. You came and you swung at the king. And you know what they say when you swing at the king? You best not miss. I'm not done. I'll never be done. I will never be done with you.
And that's absolutely what you have to be on. I'm sorry. If I was Ethan Klein and this community of people did this to me, I would never be done with it either. Not saying I would harass these people, but I for sure would constantly make them a segment in the live stream and react to the failings that is going on. I'm sorry. Like, I don't care. Talk shit, get hit, what goes around comes around, whatever you want to say. It's get your lick back, bro.
I'm done being nice to Ethan. I gave it a chance.
Ian, just sit in the corner and watch. That's your specialty. But there's one guy who's such a scumbag, he makes all of these people look like angels.
Really sucked for you. You're so disappointed.
Bad empanada. I'm sorry. This dude, like, come on.
The betrayal of one of your closest long-term friends.
I mean, he's someone who was backed into a corner. I feel like he knows deep down that he can't, he's defending something that is indefensible. And when you're in that situation, you scream victim, and that's what he's been doing. Even if the CPS call did happen, like creating a victim narrative out of that is insane. It's just like a little checkup on your kids for a day or two. Like, give me
a little checkup, bro. The amount of downplaying and bullshit of all of this. I mean, so it's just a little checkup. The fact that they could be taken from them is insane. And the fact that somebody most likely posed as being an intimate part of the family, or at least close to the family, is even crazier.
Give me a break, dude.
This guy's such a piece of shit.
Here's Bad Empanada once again, who posted a story.
Look at that face, bro. Jesus Christ. It makes sense as to why he's like this. Like, let's just be realistic. This dude, as much as Casey Tron screams and screams about incels, you're looking at one right there. This guy, that's the face of not getting any pussy. Like, that's the face of a man. Well, not really a man, but still, yeah, no. I would say a lot of stuff, but people are a little too lawsuit happy right now.
Saying, I'm the one who called CPS on Ethan Klein. I want CPS to take his kids away because they are seriously in danger.
We all know Bad Empanada has been encouraging fake CPS calls and downplaying them as not real means of harassment. Ethan had a child bride on talking about how her abuser harassed her for years with fake CPS calls after she finally found the courage to run away with her kids.
I got a restraining order.
And she was a child bride. She had 2 kids by the person that she was basically sold to, and eventually got herself out of the situation.
Even though I had a restraining order, he wanted to sabotage my life. So he would make continuous CPS calls against me, and I would have to be investigated. So that's completely why I sympathize with you and Gila, because why the hell are people making CPS calls to good parents when we're trying our best to take care of our kids? It's not easy. CPS is not easy. They make it very difficult, even if you have a restraining order against your abuser.
And your kids can be taken away from you throughout the entirety of the investigation as well, which is what makes it even worse. Like, sometimes they remove the kids from the home while the investigation is going on and place them with temporary housing or a temporary family or something like that, which could be absolutely devastating to a child's development. Is CPS good at times? Like, is it good for the bad apples and for the terrible situations? Absolutely, 100%. But for shit like this, no. And it should be harder to weaponize it. But yeah.
Talked about the CPS stuff a lot, so I'm going to shift focus to the other stuff Bad Empanada does, all in the name of fighting Zionists. Now, to quantify what a Zionist is, Ryan Beard simply comments in Ethan's chat. Well, now he's an evil Zionist, according to Bad Empanada.
I think he's also in Ethan Klein's chat. I've seen him kind of doing stuff like being like,
okay, so he's just a Zionist, and there's no way that someone can be in Ethan Klein's chat like that unless they're just a Zionist.
Bad Empanada is going on shows saying that everyone living in Israel deserves the wall.
Why did I call you anti-Semitic?
You quoted her calling me anti-Semitic.
Wasn't it because...
And her evidence for me being anti-Semitic was me quoting her. Literally,
listen, don't worry, okay? If I ever call you anti-Semitic, it's because you say things like responding to someone who says I was born in Israel and never left. What should be done to me? And you respond with wall. Colonizers get the wall.
Yeah,
I
and-
think that sounds anti-Semitic to me. Yeah.
That guy is how is that anti-Semitic in the first place? For one, are settler colonialists automatically is colonizer?
Do you think everyone who was born in Israel is a settler colonialist?
Everyone who is born in Israel as part of the settler colonial Israeli state and its ethno-nationalist project is obviously a settler colonialist.
Just casually advocating that
the fact that this dude does not live in the United States is an absolute tragedy, because if he did, it would be so much easier. I guarantee you he would be like enemy number 1 for H3 and he would be a part of this lawsuit. But international lawsuits are require an absorbent amount of money. But the people who are in these different countries, man, so fucking protected by that and decide to be just the most abhorrent human beings ever.
Everyone there should die. And if you ever disagree with Bad Empanada, he escalates. He docks Lonerbox saying the resistance is coming. He's threatening another person in DMs with their docs, and then he went and bragged in his Discord about it, spreading it farther, saying law.
Yeah, he put on his he also tried getting the 3 of the moderators for the H3 Facebook fan club or whatever, which is kind of cringe, I'm not even gonna lie. Or was it, yeah, it was like the fan club or some shit. He was trying to get them doxxed as well, which is just pathetic, absolutely pathetic. But I mean, you look at the dude's face, and what else does he really got going on in life?
All banned for posting socked on left's racism screenshots. No, I actually think it's because you posted his full name, which you're doing again in your Discord right now. This guy says he doesn't support Palestine. Bad Empanada posts the city he lives in. It's unhinged, but it gets worse. Lonerbox and Destiny were interviewing Palestinians in the West Bank. So Bad Empanada calls for the Palestinian militant group Lion's Den to go kill them. Lion's Den, where are you? There are targets for an operation at your doorstep. Please, resistance, they're right there. No one would even know. He made up that Lonerbox's dad was part of a militia group that killed a bunch of Lebanese civilians.
His father was a member of a Falangist militia, which were fascist troops who were pro-Israel and would massacre Palestinian refugees in Lebanon.
The fact that anyone can believe what somebody just says readily, like with zero evidence, zero proof, zero everything, is absolutely insane to me. How stupid, ignorant, retarded, all of the words. How can you be that dumb to where you can't even think for yourself? Like, don't think for me. Don't think for other people, but at least think for your fucking self, man.
So remember that.
I asked Lonerbox about this and he said absolutely not. All my aunts and uncles left during the Civil War because it was a civil war. But that didn't stop Bad Empanada from spreading this lie. He tweeted from one of his many alt accounts because he's always getting banned. This man's seething hatred for Palestinians makes more sense when you realize his dad was a fascist Falange militia member who massacred them. I asked Lonerbox about this too and he said yes, that's very fake. People are asking Bad Empanada, how do you know his father's background? And Bad Empanada has no answer, posts no evidence. He says Zionist anywhere or combatants. And we've determined that a Zionist to this guy is anyone who types in Ethan's chat. He docks Vosh.
Yeah, the clarification on what is a Zionist is anybody who doesn't agree with my viewpoint. The same way slop content is just videos I do not like, or, you know, anything else. Like, it's all lost its meaning. Nothing burger is now means there's something I don't care about. It's just the internet, YouTube personalities have absolutely destroyed the meaning behind words.
His full name and address in his Discord, tweeted out that Israelis should be doxxed. But Bad Empanada doesn't stop at being a doxer and harasser. He also files some of the dumbest DMCA takedowns. He made a video titled "This YouTuber Reviews Rapes," referring to Nicholas Diorio. In the video, does Bad Empanada find a single time where Nick reviews rape? No, of course not, because it doesn't exist. It's a meme title, but Bad Empanada is gonna act like it's real anyway.
Have you guys ever heard of a show called The Ultimate Rape Review? It's a show in which the hosts review the latest rapes. Let me show you the intro. This is the intro to The Ultimate Rape Review.
What I showed you is pretty much exactly what Nick posted to Twitter. The majority of Nick's tweets showed Bad Empanada sitting in silence watching Nick's intro. Yet Bad Empanada decided to strike Nick's tweet anyway.
He filed 3 DMCAs on.
Yeah, it's crazy. This dude is like freaking pirate software, just so freaking DMCA happy.
On me for responding to parts of this video. The first 30 seconds is what I posted to Twitter. So if you go to his YouTube channel right now and you click on this video and watch the first fucking 39, 40 seconds about. It's just him silently reacting to my Ultimate Rape Review intro. He says at the beginning something like, Nicholas Diorio hosts a show called Ultimate Rape Review, and he just sits silently watching my content, and then he struck it. This clip right here was like I think it was like 32 seconds or something.
Weak individual, man. People who can't handle criticism should never be trusted with anything they say.
Shortly after that, he lied to everybody saying that I was trying to hide it, so you actually had to search. The guy didn't even do any research.
Bad Empanada wrote, I'll be copyright striking anyone who uses my content without making it sufficiently transformative, who expressed support for Ethan Klein's false copyright campaign. But it doesn't stop there. Bad Empanada tried to hire a law firm to intimidate Drew Pavlo. Drew's lawyer just wrote a letter documenting what Bad Empanada did, and they dropped him as a client. This was all documented.
Now that's rough. That is rough. Imagine going to a law firm and being like, hey, I need your help. I'm trying to go after this person. And the moment your hired lawyer talks to the defendant lawyer and they just send a plethora of all the crazy shit you've done, like calling for the death of people, calling for the genocide of people, doxing people, harassing people, all this shit. And they look at you and they just go, nah, bruh, fuck out of here, and drop you.
He meant it in a blog that Drew Pavlo released. I actually interviewed Drew about Bad Empanada, and he graced us with some extra details. Specifics, did he go ahead and what did he do? Did he post your name somewhere or address or
Yeah.
Let's hear about that.
Posted my address, posted my phone number as well. I had dozens of calls with death threats from all around the world because of that. He made fake images calling me a pedophile and a rapist. He literally invented a full-blown rape allegation against me. He calls me a far-right ultra-Zionist or something like that.
Super mega Zionist, bro. These people just come up with brand new titles. It's like the Fast and the Furious series, man. It should have stopped a long time ago, but they just keep coming out with more and more outlandish bullshit. I'm sorry. I love the series, but after 5, you should have just stopped. Nobody believes you freaking launched a Trans Am into the gun into space and shot down a fucking satellite dish.
I think he calls everybody that.
When he went after me, he was going after someone. I'm Greek Australian like he's a Greek Australian, and I can be just as tough and fucking insane as he can be. So
it's in your blood, is what you're saying.
Literally in my blood. So, like, what he did is he found some random, like, suburban Better Call Saul type law firm in Australia, and this is the thing with Bad Empanada. He actually has no money. He's not very wealthy, I don't think. So
I mean, the dude doesn't keep himself, like, he doesn't do upkeep on his beard or his face. He looks like a disheveled homeless man found a fucking phone and just went live. So yeah, I could absolutely believe that he doesn't have money.
Finds law firms that are like no win, no fee. Like, he goes to a law firm and he will take a deal where it's like he only pays them if he wins a lawsuit, right? And what he did to this law firm is he would have gone to them and he would have said, listen, this guy called me a pedo on the internet. And, you know, if you don't know anything about Bad Empanada at all, and you just think, oh, this guy's been, you know, called a pedophile, you probably think, oh, this is an open shut defamation case. And so they take it on as a no win, no fee matter. One of the other things that made Bad Empanada really unlucky in going after me is I work for one of the best lawyers in Australia. I work for this man named Tony Morris.
This cracked me up.
That's crazy. Bro, this is why you don't shoot in the dark, okay? You never know what you're hitting. He went after a dude who actually works for a large law firm or works for a massive lawyer.
When reading your article.
This is a guy who's like he represented like Noel Gallagher from Oasis. He represented multiple Australian prime ministers in court. This is a guy who,
Jesus,
in an ordinary day-to-day court matter, he would be charging like $10,000 a day. And because he's like sort of like my second dad. Like he's like, we've got a great relationship. He's like, you know, I tutor his kids. I look after his dogs. You know, like he wrote this legal letter pro bono for free. He just went through everything Bad Empanada said in that letter. Now, the whole purpose of a defamation lawsuit, right, is to try and protect your reputation. So to be able to sue somebody for defaming your reputation, you have
to actually have a reputation to be defamed in the first place. Yep.
To have a good reputation that is capable of being done. And essentially
you have to have a reputation that is generally beyond reproach, or at least within that area.
Essentially, our ingenious argument that me and Tony Morris like were brainstorming and we worked up together is this guy literally has no reputation that is capable of being defamed. If you're somebody who literally has spent years on the internet advocating genocide, mass murder, terrorist attacks, rape, murder, child abuse even. Also just doxed all these people, sent death threats to all these people. You can't then go forward and just be like, oh, this guy called me a bad...
There's nothing worse you could say about him that he hasn't already done.
Yeah, literally, right? Like,
Drew is telling stories about how a fan who made edits for him was getting calls from Bad Empanada while he was working at McDonald's. Now, to be clear, I have no way to confirm if this allegation is real.
Leave that man alone. You're going after him while he's just trying to clock into his 9 to 5. Look, McDonald's sucks. I've worked there. Okay. That man doesn't, he wants to just freaking put the fries in the bags. Let him be. Holy crap.
Nope, but after seeing everything else, I'm not going to exactly write it off.
Multiple close family members of mine were doxxed by Bad Empanada.
And your family has nothing to do with any of your political activism, right? It's just...
Yeah, literally nothing. Like, literally no politics at all, nothing. For example, there was this one young guy who was making video edits for me. He used to live in Darwin. And Bad Empanada somehow found out that this guy used to work at McDonald's. And there's only a couple McDonald's in Darwin because it's a really small town. And he literally called up like all 3 or 4 McDonald's in the town of Darwin trying to get this guy fired, trying to say he's a pedophile over the phone to his boss.
Yeah, what a freak.
Dude, man. This is the same level of psychotic as some of the people who are like in the comments of the kid behind the camera videos that we did, where they were like, call CPS, call CPS. Like, bro, chill. That does not, like, if that needs to happen, people on the internet are not the ones who need to be doing it. Like, stop. It's crazy. Leave the parasocial alone. And here's the thing. You can be parasocial with a content creator or content creators, even if you hate them. Like all the troll channels that A-log the fuck out of Wings of Redemption or anything like that, they have a parasocial relationship with this motherfucker. Look at DSP. Like his trolls actually got concerned when he wasn't live streaming anymore, because if he doesn't make content, they don't have content. It's like this, it's not even a symbiotic relationship, it's a parasitic one.
Yeah, just craziness, right? Like, this was like a random, like, 19-year-old guy. My only connection with this guy was he made, like, 2-3 video edits for me, and he saw this guy on my Twitter, and, yeah, decided, like, he's going to call up this guy's, he thought that he could find the guy's workplace. He wasn't even working at McDonald's by the time he did this, but he was just calling up all these McDonald's across Darwin, trying to get this guy fired.
That's crazy.
Trying to tell his employees that he was a pedophile and a rapist and stuff. Like, this guy's really sick.
And Empanada has also said this on live stream when referring to how other people treat him.
Don't get involved into YouTube politics unless you're prepared for people to like start accusing you of pedophilia randomly, because that's what happens when you are anti-Israel. Remember that.
Now, dude, I sympathize with you if that's true, but you literally make up stuff about everybody. You have zero principles.
No accountability whatsoever. They are the worst type of people who will turn around and be like, oh, you did this, you did this, you did this. But yet they don't see any wrong when they're the ones doing it because they have the righteous call. They are the righteous voice.
I did find an interaction where a guy named Shark was seemingly spreading unsubstantiated allegations that Bad Empanada had SA charges against him while posting no evidence of it. In response, Bad Empanada fabricated a tweet of Shark admitting to being a sex offender. Bad Empanada's own viewer asked, is this real? And Bad Empanada lies 100% real. Spread it now. Bad Empanada then fabricates a second tweet about how this guy likes CP. You two should get married. You deserve each other. Both these people suck.
Amazing thing is the maliciousness with which he acts. So for example,
I mean, birds of a feather flock together.
Example, he's gone around saying, Drew Pavlu doxed me, Drew Pavlu shared my real name, and that's how Ethan Klein got the name and blah, blah, blah. Dude, he used his own Facebook name with his real name to actually just start targeting my family members. So like my mom, my family.
This moron used his personal Facebook account to go. It's like the H3 snark mods who use their real email address when trying to contact Lus, who is a YouTube lawyer. Well, a lawyer on YouTube. And it's like, dude, if you guys are this dumb, oh my gosh.
Family members were getting messages from him on Facebook, threatening other people the way he's threatened me. I just want other people to have the peace of mind that I had. I was the most lucky guy in the world, right? I was the luckiest guy in the world because he went after me not knowing that, like, my second dad is, like, one of the best lawyers in Australia, right? Adam Panar's done this to so many people who don't have the resources to fight back. And I don't care about your politics, right?
Yeah, and that's the worst thing about it. Like, when people are this big on YouTube, and I mean, Bad Empanada isn't even actually that big of a content creator, but when they have sycophantic, psychotic fans that they can just bend to their will and send them after people like a fucking pit bull, it's just something that the average person doesn't have the means to combat.
Go follow someone else who's anti-Zionist. Go follow someone else who's pro-Palestine. Just don't back this guy who is literally has the mindset of a terrorist, and the way he goes after people is literally the same.
It looks like one too.
Same way he goes after, it's the same way that, a psychopath treats people. That's even what I'd say to Hassan Piker, right? Like, even if you like that he's like pro-Palestine or whatever, like, man, literally have a fucking soul for us for once, and like just recognize, like, even if you were to politically align, just even on personal grounds, you should just keep clear of this guy. It's crazy that they're now backing him.
I don't really care if people watch Bad Empanada or not. They could do what they want. I just feel like it was important to document some of my findings in a video. This guy is unhinged. Drew, where can people find you?
Just my name, Drew Pavlu. I'm on Twitter. I'm on YouTube as well. I'd encourage people to go to my YouTube because I'm really just trying to start out as a streamer and sort of do YouTube content too. And by the time this goes out, I'll probably have my YouTube video out on my whole legal battle with Bad Empanada.
And there it is.
Ooh, might have to take a look at that next time.
So if you want more details, go check that out. I want to wrap up this video by saying I know we're talking about the victims of Ethan Klein, but really these people are just victims of their own stupidity. Whether it's gleefully bragging about breaking copyright.
Yeah, true. These morons are a victim of their own idiocy. Like, there's no other way around it. They all self-owned each other. They all self-imploded. And now they're all competing with each other for donations in an effort to save themselves, which none of them, in my opinion, are going to be able to.
Right, law are promoting one of the most deplorable doxers on the internet. These people always find a way to be horrible. Their brand at this point is lying. Well, now some of them are in court. Good luck lying to a judge. I also want to thank Bad Empanada for getting me to talk so much about doxing. It reminds me to tell you to sign up for Aura, code WillyMac, protect yourself online. And remember to subscribe to the channel. And shout out to the homies over.
WillyMac always coming out with bangers. Always coming out with some bangers.
From zero to hero, we rise up tall. T-Lo, we cover them all. No one better, we defeat the odds. Big boss, conquer power in our squad.
Today you rise up tall. T-Lo, we cover them all. No one better, we defeat